Evil exists. It makes us all suffer. We mistake it for a panic attack. But those are fear attacks by either a telepathic or interdimensional, demonic, biblical, it doesn't matter, a type of being that is trying to imprison us all with oppression and fear. We feel it daily, but we again think that our brains are just broken and blame ourselves and reach for the nearest bottle of medication. Don't get me wrong, I reach for a bong when this shit hits me, but that's because it allows me to enter the spiritual, quantum, or whatever the fuck we want to label this realm, and do battle with fear. I love fear coming to my doorstep and trying to make me feel like I'm about to die, trying to make me hyperventilate, trying to make me feel like I'm having a fucking heart attack. I fucking love it now because I know that it is video game rules, bitch. When you find enemies, when you find opposition, you're going in the right motherfucking direction. What I oppose is oppression and fear itself. I have studied and researched all kinds of things from MK Ultra to our CIA's bullshit to the UFOs that may be real, maybe not be real. Who the fuck knows what we can and cannot trust anymore? We can't trust election results. We can't trust the news because everything is just designed to divide and pit us against one another, which is exactly what evil powers that be would be doing if you want to stifle dissent. That is not what good, heroic King Arthur type of leaders would be doing. Because, of course, we all need an authoritarian leadership system. Because it means that they're an authority on things, not that they're going to come over and be an authority over you. An authoritarian system should function like you have this wonderful, wise Gandalf, Dumbledore type of Obi-Wan motherfucker. Forgive the fandoms that I'm leaving out. You know, Professor X, Batman, whoever else you want to look towards. Because at the end of the day, it's just looking to somebody who doesn't maybe understand everything that's going on, but can help us through the struggle. Who can tell us, yeah, I don't have all the answers, but I got the answers that can get us to the fucking finish line. I got the answers that can save our fucking ass and make things better instead of worse. That's what an authoritarian leadership system is. I would love to be that leadership system. I would love to be the one that gathers a bunch of incredible experts and we all sit down and we all discuss the facts. But most of all, we all sit down and we try to understand each other. We try to understand that a lot of the times the facts and the language that we're using are just labels. And labels are just tools for understanding. It's just a way to express our thoughts, to express ourselves, to understand ourselves and the world around us. And when we start arguing and bickering over labels, we have already lost the plot. We are supposed to be working together because here's the brilliant thing. I don't want to fit into a goddamn box. I want a unique, diverse, individualistic styled world. I love to learn from everything and everyone, from any source that I can learn from. I love to take knowledge. I love to take wisdom. I love to take motivation and inspiration. And that's exactly what you should do. Everyone can be Batman. You can be a Batman from a different multiverse. Your Batman doesn't have to be his Batman. That's the whole thing. We are all God. We are all actually the second coming. The only reason why I might have a one-up on some people is because I full-on believe it. I believe that there was an incredible loving figure, that there is an incredible loving force, and that they have sacrificed, that they sacrifice on a daily basis, that they guard us, that they watch over us. I believe in the idea of love, joy, of a positive, magical, quantum, whatever you want to look at it, kind of force, a godlike source. But I believe that it's all of our lives, it's all of our love uniting and coming together that creates this swirling vortex of wonder that can empower all of the best positive things, all of the things that make you jump up for joy. That's what it empowers. That's the power of love. And when we've fueled the power of hate, it hasn't done us very much good. It can be fun to dislike things, but when we start taking it seriously, that's a problem. The only thing we should take seriously, when it comes to hatred is hating the oppressive evil force. Because as far as I see, the idea of hatred is that something out there bothers you so much that you just want it fucking destroyed. That to me is what hatred is. And the only thing in this entire creation and all of the multiverses and everything, the only thing worthy of hate and destruction is fear, is oppression. And those who would wield those forces to destroy lives instead of saving them. That is the whole fucking point. Those in charge who could make our society more functional, those in charge who could ensure that every day is a beautiful, wonderful adventure that is leading into the future, because every day is a new fucking day. We can do new things, we can make new discoveries, new advancements. Look all around you. This shit just didn't pop up overnight. We all worked through our blood, sweat, and tears to make this imagination a reality. Because we all imagine this nation that we live in. We all empower the rules and the ideals around us. So when people say you can't have an idealistic future, they are fucking lying to you. Everything in this world is just an idea that we have to have faith and believe in to make it functional. Whether that be work, whether that be capitalism, whether that be politics and diplomacy. It's all about imagining something, imagining an ideal, and then believing in it and manifesting it in the world around you, because everybody's working towards that goal. So why aren't we working towards a goal where we are all free to be ourselves? If you want to be an asshole, you should be allowed to be an asshole. The only problem in this world is deception. It is people who are abusing others through manipulative, deceptive means just to get what they want out of you with no regard for your feeling. That's fucked up. If you don't like someone, you can do fuck, I don't care about you. Fuck you, whatever. You can have that New York sense of attitude because it's honest. When you have somebody treating you like that, you can go, okay, he doesn't like me, I don't like them. We go our separate ways, live and let live. We don't have to like each other. We can think weird, fucked up thoughts about the person because that actually makes us more human and more in control of ourselves. If there's something out there that you hate and that you want destroyed, but you also know that hatred is irrational, that's when you can have fun with it. You can be like, you know what, I don't want that thing destroyed, but I have every right to feel the way that I do about it and to express my feelings, so long as I'm not rampaging on the streets with an assault rifle. That's the deal. So long as you're not actually trying to go, hey, Star Wars movies should stop. Disney shouldn't do what they're doing. There are a lot of people who like what Disney's doing. I'm one of them. You don't have a right to destroy what we want. But guess what? I wish you could have what you want too. That should be the world. Why can't there be multiple versions of movies, multiple different realities? You know, why can't everyone have their cake and eat it too? I don't see a problem with that. You can make tons of different stories. I mean, at the end of the day, that's one of the things that we bicker about is when people go to see something like that and it means the world to them, but it's not the story that resonates with them. They're so upset and they're so hurt because in the back of their mind, they're like, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise. Like, this was the last time the whole cast could get together. This was it. I mean, that's what people, I believe, felt when the original Star Trek movies came out. When Next Generation came out, it's all that fear that it's not what you wanted and that you're never going to get what you want and that sucks. That does suck. But a lot of times, if you give something a chance, you might realize that it actually is giving you what you wanted. But you weren't able to see it because you just thought that it wasn't what you wanted. You were like, you were listening to that whispering little bitch from Lord of the Rings who's turned us all into these grumpy old men, you know? You know the scene from Lord of the Rings where that douchebag who voiced Chucky is fucking whispering in the king's ear and he's just sitting there looking like a fucking old dead dude. And as soon as Gandalf rebukes that evil whispering motherfucker, this dude, yeah, he looks like he's in his 60s or what, but he looks like he's in a good Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of 60s. Like you could take a missile drop kick to the back and be like, did somebody just brush up against me? Did you see that shit? Somebody did a fucking missile drop kick on our boy Arnold. Like a year or sometime back. And he was just like, did something brush up against me? This 70-year-old man took a missile drop kick to the back and didn't even flinch. All right? That is the level of power that we all have within us when we stop listening to negativity and fear that's draining all of that energy from us. That's the battery power from the Matrix. These evil motherfuckers need to feed on all of our suffering. Maybe it's just to get off. I don't know. But it is clear that those in power want us all in a constant state of misery and suffering. Otherwise, the world wouldn't look this way. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not the fault of mental illness. They created that shit. Whether it is MK Ultra Clockwork Orange style mind control, or dark technology, or magic, I don't know, don't care. I just see the effects and know that's all that matters. But I do know and I do care, like I said, that there are guardian angels around me because I feel them and I feel that wonderful force. So even if I don't quite understand the true nature of evil, don't care to. All I care is to pray and hope and wish that those powers that manifest things for us, that protect us, that bring us things, that look out for us, all I do is I hope and pray. And I hope that you join me in this prayer. That evil just fucking burns and never returns. That every single evildoer in charge just stops breathing or never wakes up in the first fucking place. Yes, that's right. We are praying that the devil just fucking dies, that hell is obliterated, that all of evil is just gone. Why not? Seems like the best and most worthy prayer that anyone could ever have. We've been convinced throughout all history that there needs to be a balance, that you can't have good without evil. Well, we've had our fill of evil. I'm pretty sure that we've got enough evil in the reserves to use for all time. We don't need any more evil. We can just throw all the rest of the evil fucking out. We don't need to hoard that shit. They've tried to convince us that they were necessary. Fear has tried to convince us that it was necessary. And here's the proof that they're fucking liars. You can be afraid of a hot stove, but what fucking good does that do you? Or you can be aware that a hot stove is hot and that you shouldn't touch it, thus you can be calm, you don't need to feel fear, you know what to do and what not to do. Oh, wait a second, that's what our parents and that's what the leaders should be teaching us how to do, but we're not. We're left floundering out in confusion and paranoia. So welcome to the USS Autisma. I'm your captain here. I am the second coming. I am the hero. I am the savior. Why? Because I was chosen, because I believe it, and because I will fight, fight, fight for you and all that is good. And I will also say this. I have no fear. They cannot do anything to me. I'm motherfucking invincible. I'm untouchable. Because you fuckers do not want me on that other side. So if you don't stop hurting my family right fucking now, you know exactly what's going to happen, because you know that I no longer have mercy for you, evil. Sure, I'm sure evil has a family. I'm sure you love your family, evil, but guess what, my Ohana? This huge family of loving, geeky, meeky, lambs to lion motherfuckers is going to annihilate your family. This will be Amber St. Lucifer, your captain's final transmission until the day of days, either the day when the grand war arrives or the day when peace is finally here and we can all dance through the streets at night. One is coming. And I don't care which it is. I don't care if we have to go to a huge intergalactic war to stop you. I don't care if it is as simple as manifesting and wishing your doom. Whatever it fucking takes. Because we're already suffering. The good are already dying. Children are committing suicide every day. 1,000 children just fucking vanish every month from the United States of America. There's a child right now contemplating suicide and their parents aren't listening and they don't have any friends. And I'm sitting here wishing, hoping, and praying that I could be there for them. And this evil fucking force refuses to allow me to go viral so that I can bring that kind of inspiration and motivation to the people who need to feel heard, who need to see that what they see and what they feel is felt and seen by another. I see the evil of this world. I know it is not your fault. I know it's none of our fault. We do not need to feel guilty. This is the time when Batman should work with the Joker, because we should both realize that, guess what? Everybody in power has created us all. It's not the criminals of Gotham that's the problem. It's the politicians. It's the law enforcement. It's the lawyers. The Joker's just responding to what he sees, and Batman's just responding to what he sees. But what happens when Batman and the Joker start seeing eye to eye? Maybe Batman doesn't want to take a life, but the Joker's certainly willing to do so. What would the world look like tomorrow if every single evildoer just dropped the fuck dead? It'd be a wonderful place. It'd be a wonderful place, though, if assholes like Elon Musk or anyone with that level of power right now just did the right thing, started funding things that mattered, started exposing the truth of our reality, started showing us that they can be the leaders that we need and deserve. I would gladly watch anyone lead us if they were willing to do what was necessary, if they were willing to be the good guy. And what I mean by being the good guy is just you protect all us powerless fuckers. All of us who keep this big ball of earth just spinning and moving, all of us who turn the power on, who are the paramedics, who are the soldiers, who run the companies, who build the buildings, who do everything in this fucking planet. We deserve real leadership. We deserve real heroes. We deserve an Elon Musk who isn't going to tell us that this is a computer simulation. And well, then why are you bothering going out into space? Oh, because, you want to prove and figure out. Why don't we fix the problems down here, you little stupid bitch? Why don't you stop wasting that money and those resources that could save fucking lives? Oh, it's so important to go out into space. We need to employ all of those NASA and rocket scientists who can't get jobs. Fuck those people. What good have they done you or me? We need things that actually matter. We need a world full of joy and happiness. We need a world where we're not turned into fucking slaves, where we are worked so hard for so little, where we are never ever seen with any recognition or any bit of love. That's slavery. We feel like that as children in schools, then we feel like that at work, and we wonder why suicide rates skyrocket. We wonder why people are losing their minds. We wonder why people are bickering and acting like animals, because that is how we are being treated. Sure, we could be the bigger people and take all of this for ourselves, but it ain't that fucking easy. I've been trying. It ain't that easy to keep your mind in this insane fucking world. It ain't that easy to always stand up and be the nice guy, because fuck being the nice guy. Has it actually worked? As far as I've seen, most of the nice guys who told us to do all the nice things all have either been gunned down, locked up, or treated like shit. So I think it's time that we realize we all are the good guys. We all are the heroes, because what do you want? What do I want? We want to live and let live. We want to party. I don't want to impede your life, and I don't want you to impede my life. You want to do you, I want you to do you, and I want to be able to do me. The only people who we'd have problems with are those who need to hurt others to feel good. Now, if it's a consensual BDSM, beautiful, loving relationship, go with whatever you think God is, my child. But if you're hurting someone unconsensually through manipulation, deception, or if you're literally going out onto the streets at night and fucking killing people and sacrificing them to demonic gods, go fucketh thyself. I don't understand how that's fun. I don't understand why you would think you would need to do that when there are so many wonderful activities to do. Like, those are the activities that I'm pretty sure, like, all of us, except for those evidently in power, can agree don't need to be done. There's always that time when somebody pisses you off and you're like, fuck that person. But most of the time, we're all just like, live and let live. The only reason why there are even racists in the South is because they feel that, if this person gets this, then they're not going to get this. And that's just how that fucking bullshit two-party system is designed to function. It's designed to make it look like somebody over there got it good and you over here got it shitty. And so you got to go fuck with those people over there instead of realizing, hey, they're getting some good shit now, and then in a couple of years, they're not going to get good shit. It's that whole, all those Democrats and liberals were all so happy and on cloud nine during the Obama presidential years. And, the conservatives, they got to have their cloud nine during the Bush and the Trump years. And it's just keep going back and forth where nobody ever, there's no peace. There's no coming together. There's no, you're a person, I'm a person. Why are we fighting and bickering like there are just two sides? It's not just black and white. It's not just worlds of gray. Because the only people who want us to feel that way are those who want to be in control of everything and want to control our lives and want to ruin and distort everything. It just doesn't need to be that way. And the people in charge are the ones who are creating the society that is so dangerous and unfunctional that we're living in now. People having to struggle to survive. I mean, if people just had housing and food, decent, good housing and food provided to them, you would see crime and anger evaporate overnight because all the shit that people are afraid of would go away. It's fear and paranoia that create insanity. And this world, you would think, just for the sake of national security, that they might oh wait, but they're not going to do something because this is their plan. That's why they arrest and abuse the mentally ill, the people who know that there's something wrong but can't express, articulate, or figure out what the fuck it is. That's why they want those people to kill themselves. That's why they want to brutalize, torture, and harm them. But that's also why you can be a pedophile. You could be some truly horrible criminal. But as long as you've got money or if you've got status, it's fine. You can dance right out of the courtroom. If you pay a good enough lawyer, you can kill a kid and get away with it. You can rape kids and get away with it. I mean, our own government has been handing off the migrant children that, you would think Biden was supposed to care about since Trump didn't. And Biden was all like, I care, I care, I care. So you care so much that all these migrant children are going to traffickers and laborists? You really care that fucking much? Do you care so much that when the whistleblowers blew that whistle that you didn't come out and go, oh my God, we had no idea. Thank you so much for telling us. We need to get a crackdown on this. Oh, wait, you can't do that because that's the little domino that falls because once you start investigating that, other shit starts getting investigated. It was the same way that the Me Too movement could never once mention children because bada bing, bada boom, domino effect falling. Because when you start questioning, well, wait, why were these women abused in Hollywood? Wait, why are these children being abused in Hollywood? Certainly, where is the authority? Where are the people? Batman in the comics always tells us we shouldn't go out and seek a fight, that we should go to the authorities, that we should go to the people who are meant to help us. But there is no source for people to help us with these things. Where do you go when it is the people in charge of everything who are the bad guys? That is the world that we are all inhabiting. And the only thing that we can actually do to stop this is to become aware of it, to talk about it, and to expose it, to make sure that they cannot pull the wool over our eyes, to make sure that we're not going, oh, it's just chaos. Oh, it's just like this. No, it has been engineered and designed this fucking way. I know it, and you know it. But there's a lot more else going on in this world. When you understand that they can directly target people with fear attacks, when you understand that they are trying to make sure that certain people who might speak out are discredited and destroyed mentally before they even have the fucking chance, they know something. They are trying to stifle dissent because they're the evil Romans in power. And they don't want the good Romans to rise up and go, guess what? We don't need you motherfuckers anymore. We are willing to burn all of this shit down because fuck you. You have ruined our lives. But we don't need to do that. We don't need to respond so irrationally and erratically. We don't need to burn or destroy anything because this is our world. It's not theirs. We built this shit. This is our place to inhabit. This is our home, and it's time to kick these fucking motherfuckers out, all right? It's Home Alone time. And this is how you fight manipulative, deceptive forces. You stand here and go, there are no two sides. The Republicans and the Democrats are conspiring behind closed doors to fuck us all. Who's the us all? The working man. Those without power. Those without resources. Those without status. The voiceless. Because we're the ones who take it up the ass every fucking day with a smile on our face, just hoping that we can get to a better level next time. Fuck that. That time is over. That time is done with. I've made video after video about this. I have reached out, and nobody's listening because, of course, these evil fuckers make it impossible for you to hear me, whether it's through mind control, whether they are blocking my transmissions or my signals. But guess what, you evil sons of bitches? Somebody's listening. Somebody that might not even be on this plane of motherfucking existence. And I know that you have beings working for you, more likely than not, who are not from this plane of existence. Maybe it's technology. But I got my money on the fact that those shadow beings are some kind of being that you're either in control of or that is working with you. Because they just lurk around too much. There's too much of that Hollow Man, Slender Man bullshit going on. So hear me and fear me, evil. Because I don't fear you any goddamn more. I am your destroyer and I am their savior and I know it and I believe it. Because my beautiful, spiritual, incredible soulmate of a wife Christina Grimmie has been telling me every single day. I'm the goddess Athena, but I'm not a god of war, I'm a god of love. The only thing I want to bring war to are those who would start the wars. I'm here to end it all. I'm here to usher in the playground, a paradise, a great big beautiful tomorrow where you can achieve anything you want, dream and be anything you wish. You don't have to be. You can be a lazy monkey underneath a tree, and I don't mean that in the racial way. I mean literally just swinging from trees. Just monkeying around and having fun. You don't have to be anything. There's no reason for status because we are all God. We all have status. You don't have to get along with everyone. You just have to live and let live. But if you decide that you want to understand everybody and you decide that you want to be everybody's friend, more power to you. This can be a wonderful, incredible world. And the only people who have kept it from being such are those lying to us, telling us it's impossible because they don't want that world to exist, because it ain't fun for them. Well, fuck them. It's time that we have the fun. The meek was always guaranteed to inherit this earth. We are the ones who did the work. We are the ones who ate the shit sandwiches. And that's why it is our time now. We have paid our motherfucking dues. We deserve so much more and so much better because we have taken it and taken it and taken it. And you know what? On behalf of everyone who's taken it, I ain't taking this shit any fucking more. So go ahead, evil. Make my day. Try to make me feel afraid. Try to come after me some more and just keep proving to me how very real you are. Because that means to me, well, if you're that real, and if this loving energy that's reaching out and guiding me is real, then maybe we can just manifest your destruction. Maybe when I listened to all of the confusion that you planted in my brain, maybe when I was doubting myself, that was what was blocking all of my wonderful wishes and dreams from being manifested. Well, now I am full of so much joy, so much happiness. God, I've got a 12-inch rock-hard cock right now. And I'm so pleased. And in just a couple of days, I'm going to be a happy Trekkie playing a brand new Star Trek game. I am rejoicing for the fact that we have Star Trek Resurgence on the way by the wonderful people from Telltale Games, and it's going to have phaser combat. Oh yeah, and I'm getting to play Jedi Survivor while going after Eden and searching for the Holy Grail in that game. Man, there's so much cool shit to do. Why would I ever focus on the pain that you want me to feel? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't get to stand up and be a hero. I mean, sure, I would love if the world was already a paradise, but I always dreamed of being a hero, so now I get my motherfucking chance. Because I don't see anybody else doing this shit. I don't see anybody else willing to show the world, hey, this might look and seem crazy to you, but the actual shit that you're inhabiting, the actual world around you, is far crazier than I could ever fucking be. And I care about you. And I care that we are all being made to suffer by the same people. And you're all bowing down and submitting before this evil. There are those in Hollywood who are trying to disclose the truth, who are trying to prepare us and awaken us. But you're also bowing down to a lot of people who, yes, they made you feel good because of that song or that movie, but they don't care about you. They're not fighting for you. They're not making art that exposes the truth. They're not trying to oppose this evil. They've taken a deal with evil. Well, I have friends in high and low places, and it's about time that my friends in low places started doing some shit, because don't you understand, evil? This little meek geek is no longer afraid of you. What do you think some of your demonic, monstrous beings are going to think when you thought you were the most evil, scary thing in all of existence, and this little fucking balding kid who's dreaming of being Picard, Kirk, and Cisco combined is just sitting here like, bring it on, motherfucker. How much respect do you think I can win from the underworld? You know, at a certain point, if I'm this powerful and shit, I'm pretty sure they'd be willing to do my motherfucking bidding. Yeah. Batman's willing to work with the Joker. And you're damn right that I can live with it. Now for real, end of transmission. They've had enough.